Welcome to today's sprint. This is shaping up to be another fantastic weekend. The Spielberg circuit then is situated 700 metres above sea level, with just 10 corners making up one of the shortest laps of the season. One time around here is a distance of around 2.6 miles, with the best overtaking chances into turn 1 or the tight uphill of turn 3. Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks for today's sprint. It's Carlos Sainz in pole position, just ahead of George Russell, who starts this event from P2. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Gasly, Fernando Alonso, Hülkenberg, Tsunoda, Ocon, Sargent, Zhou, Albon, Ricciardo, Perez, Norris, Magnussen, Oscar Piastri, Hamilton, Stroll, Leclerc, Bottas, and Max Verstappen completes the grid. And with preparations almost complete, let's head trackside for today's sprint. And alongside me in the commentary box, my old friend, Anthony Davidson. Well, they say that a change is as good as a rest, and whilst there's not much rest on show in the sprint format today, there's definitely a change to what we're usually seeing on the track. Let's look at their season, and particularly against their teammate. Fair to say, they've got the better of them more often than not. I know what we've got to do before the start of today's race, but what about our driver? What do the final hours look like for them?
Well, for them, you've got your pre-race rituals that you go through. You see different drivers that, some have got their headphones on, they're listening to the music. Some drivers really absorb the energy from the crowd and they're there waving to them. Other drivers, they go within themselves. They chat to their engineers, absorbing that information, that vital information that you need to carry you through the race. And, those pre-race rituals are essential to making things systematic. We do a lot of Grand Prix in a season, and the more systematic you can be, the easier you are within that environment.
We're going to struggle for a good position in this race unless we can gain some early positions. See what you can do. DRS is being enabled this lap. We can use DRS when you're within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone. Look out for a bit of understeer when trailing the car ahead. They're going to be giving off dirty air, which is going to affect our tyres, so try to get past. flag. Good job, that was the fastest lap of the race so far. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 2.0 seconds. Okay, this is your final lap of the race.
checkered flag.
Yes! Let's go, come on, yes!
Well, that's an end to the sprint action. Next up, we'll set the grid for the Grand Prix. So we'll see you next time.